climbed higher over the Atlantic. I'd been erased, reduced to a prop in her perfect little production. A stand or what to say. I'd wander the streets, eat whatever smelled good, maybe dust off my camera and take some pictures for myself, not for her Instagram. The thought made me smile, a real one, not the practiced grin I'd worn for years. I glanced at the journal again, tracing the words with my finger. Julian's Paris. It sounded like freedom. I didn't know what I'd find there. Maybe a cafe with strong coffee, maybe a quiet corner to think, maybe even someone who'd see me, not her shadow. The idea of not being alone for long flickered in my mind, the guy who'd finally stopped ghosting himself. I stepped off the plane at Charles de Gaulle, my legs stiff from the flight, but my mind buzzing with something I hadn't felt in years. Possibility. My name's Julian Cole, and I was in Perry and Cole, as I live and breathe. I turned, and there he was, Marco Lafont, leaning against the cart with that easy grin of his. Marco was one of Cassandra's old investors, a sharp guy with a knack for turning a profit, and a reputation for not taking her crap. He'd pulled out of her company a couple of years back, something about creative differences, and now he was her biggest rival in the tech. Marco, I said, shaking his hand. What are you doing here? He chuckled, adjusting the cuff of his tailored jacket. Same as you, I guessed, getting out from under her thumb. I heard about the airport stunt. Classy move, by the way. I smirked, not sure how he knew already, but Marco always had his ear to the ground. Yeah, well, I wasn't about to cry over it. He nodded like he'd expected nothing less. Good, you're not the only one she's tried to cut out, you know. She uninvited me from her little summit this weekend. Thought I'd crash it anyway. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a cream-colored envelope, handing it to me. You should come too, she said lightly. What was supposed to be a shame if she didn't see some familiar faces in the crowd. I took the invitation, flipping it over in my hands. It was for a tech summit in Paris, one of those exclusive events where CEOs and big shots met each other on the Cassandra had been prepping for it for weeks, rehearsing her keynote speech in our living room, while I nodded along like a good husband. She doesn't know you're coming, does she? Marco asked, his eyes glinting with mischief. No, I said, feeling a grin tug at my lips. She will soon. He clapped me on the shoulder, laughing. That's the spirit. Come on, let's grab a drink. You look like you could use one. We found a bar just outside the terminal, with sleek glass and dim lighting, and ordered 2 whiskeys. The first sip burned, but it settled me, grounding me in this new reality where I wasn't just reacting to her moves, I was making my own. My wife, the CEO, left me stranded at the airport, laughing as she took off with her friends in a private jet. She thought I'd be begging.
Don't embarrass me. You're just a baby carrier. I smiled through tears, but the next speech was mine, and I told the whole truth. I always hated weddings. Not because of but because I just...
I'm Seemann. He likes the